Do I need a business coach? It's one of the most common questions that I come across. And I'm going to give you the most objective answer I can as a business coach myself, but also as someone who has purchased coaching in the past personally for myself on several occasions, and also as someone who knows a lot of other coaches who have been on different pathways and have got a different offer to me. So I'm going to wrap all of that up and give you the best, most objective answer I can. Now, I could talk all day about this, but I'm going to give you the quickest, shortest answer that I possibly can today. So if you're thinking, do I need a business coach? I've got 3 questions for you to ask yourself to help you answer that question. So first question is, do you run a business that you feel has more potential? There's more you could get from it. There's better performance. Maybe it's to become more profitable. Maybe it's to reach more customers. Maybe it's to have a business that gives you a better lifestyle. Whatever it is, we need to establish, is that a goal that you actually want to pursue and achieve? The second question to ask yourself is, have I been thinking about improving this business and fixing these issues for about 6 to 12 months already? Now, you don't have to wait that long. But typically people who come to me who are interested in business coaching, they've generally sat on these kind of issues for quite a long time. And it tends to be something that's kind of sitting in the background. They're busy running around, running their business. But for a long time, they've been thinking, there's things I need to change here. There's things I need to fix. This is not the way I want things to be. So ask yourself, have I been sitting on this for a while and I actually now need to go and do something about it? The third question to ask yourself is, if I look forward 12 months' time, am I likely to still be in the same position with not much progress on these issues? So knowing yourself, knowing how you run your business, knowing your habits, knowing your style, do you think it's very likely that in 12 months' time, you're still going to be thinking, I'm not making the progress that I need to be. I'm still frustrated with these issues within my business. Now, if you answer yes to all 3 of those questions, there's a good chance that you're a good candidate for business coaching. Now, people like yourselves who are running a business, it's probably very likely that you're good at fixing problems. You're good at resolving things as they come up. You're good at keeping the show on the road. And these are all really good qualities, obviously. But what I find is that people who come to me, they're interested in business coaching, it tends to be a sense that they have that I'm fixing all these things on a day-to-day basis, but there's a long list of things I should be doing, the more bigger picture stuff around my business that I'm just not making time for, or I'm not being decisive enough and making proactive decisions on. And what I find is that many of the people who come to me, they tend to have sat on these issues for a long time and they're frustrated. Sometimes it could be many, many years. And they want to get moving on the big things, the big issues around their strategy, maybe how they run their business, the logistics, the things that sit outside the day-to-day serving customers and clients. These tend to be the issues, and people tend to wait too long before exploring if a business coach is for them. And they tend to be in quite a stress state because they're working really, really hard just to keep their head above water with their business, to keep it at a certain level. And they're kind of overstretching themselves. They're feeling stressed, and that doesn't put them in a good frame of mind to make bigger changes, to improve their strategy, to run a smarter business, and to get better outcomes. Now, there are many benefits to working with a good business coach, but I'm going to give you the 3 that I think are the most important. So the first major benefit of working with a good business coach is they will help you identify what's limiting the success of your business. Now, this could be, it could be issues to do with the nature of your business, how it runs. It could be to do with your own personality. and how you work and your style and your habits and how that influences your business. It could be to do with your market and how you're serving the needs of your clients and how you're finding customers. And it could be a combination of all those things. But a great coach will help you identify what are the moving pieces that are limiting your success. The second major benefit of working with a good business coach is to help you establish clear options and choices, things that you can do, that you can choose from to move yourself and your business forward. A great coach will help you be more strategic, they'll help you make good decisions, and they'll put you in a position where you can finally move forward on the things that are frustrating you. The third major benefit of working with a business coach is helping you hold yourself to account. And what I mean by that is, it's all very well that we can have new options, we can have new ideas, things we can change about the business. But if we don't take action, then the whole thing is just a waste of time, right? So what a good coach will help you do is they'll help you move forward and hold yourself to account so that you're making consistent progress. That's how we get what we want in life, is we take action, we see how that action works out, and then we adjust accordingly. But nothing happens without action. I remember when I first started working with my very first coach that I employed myself, paid for with my own money. And I remember when I met with her, I didn't want to turn up to the sessions and not have any progress to show for it. I didn't want to meet her and say, oh, and nothing's happened since the last time we met. It was really good at spurring me on to keep taking action so that each time I met with her, I had something new to report and I had something to share. And that's the style that worked for me. With other people, it can be a slightly different style. But the accountability part, sharing your thoughts with another person, sharing your ideas, getting those things out into the open, and then having a regular schedule where you can then meet and share your progress, learn from it, move on to the next step. That accountability factor is a massive factor of coaching. It's a really, really important benefit. And a great coach will give you that framework. It will give you that support that you need to take action and hold yourself to account. I hope that's been helpful for you. We've talked about questions to ask yourself, about whether you are a good candidate for business coaching. We talked about the 3 major benefits of coaching. And I hope that's put you in a place where you can now move forward and consider it more proactively. If this was helpful to you, please like the video. There's going to be more content like this. I know that coaching can be a bit of a mystery if you've never experienced it yourself. So I think it's really important that we share these answers to these major questions. So I'm going to be doing more content along these lines. So what's the difference between coaching and mentoring? How much should I expect to pay for a business coach? If you're interested in those kind of questions, then subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also put a comment below. If you've got a question that you'd like me to answer around coaching, then I'm really keen to see and hear what it is that people don't know about coaching that they've always wanted to ask someone. So thank you for stopping by. I hope it was helpful for you, and I'll see you on the next one.